Hey everyone, welcome to Man Cave Insider episode 40. I'm Dennis. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel so you can see past and future videos. We are here in my man cave, and this room is filled with things that I've collected my entire life, and these are the stories behind them. And today, fear does not exist in this man cave as we take a look at the Karate Kid franchise, which began in 1984 and continues today with the show Cobra Kai. Now, the Karate Kid film has its origins with writer Robert Mark Kamen, who wrote a story that was semi-autobiographical about him being bullied as a teenager and learning karate. At the same time, producer Jerry Weintraub optioned an article about a boy being raised by a single mother who became a black belt in karate in order to defend himself. The title, Karate Kid, was actually a character appearing in DC Comics, and Columbia Pictures had to get permission from DC to use the title Karate Kid, even though there is no relation between the comic book and the movie. After appearing as Johnny in the film The Outsiders, Ralph Macchio came in to audition for the role of Daniel. His audition went so well that even though they were months away from shooting, director Advelson told Macchio that he should start taking karate lessons. The original name of the character was Daniel Weber, but after Macchio was cast in the role, they changed the name to Daniel LaRusso. Originally, Jerry Weintraub turned down Pat Morita for the role of Mr. Miyagi several times. Up until this point, Morita was known as primarily a comedic actor appearing as Arnold in the sitcom Happy Days. What many people don't realize is that Miyagi's voice was fabricated by Morita. Pat Morita was born in California and was American. And when he showed up for his audition, he grew the Miyagi beard, he created the Miyagi voice, and he won the role. The role of Daniel's rival, Johnny Lawrence, was played by William Zabka. He was so effective in his role as Johnny that he played a similar type of bully in two other films in the 80s, Just One of the Guys and Back to School. Elizabeth Shue, appearing in her first movie, played the role of Allie Mills, and rounding out the cast was Martin Kove as John Kreese, head of the Cobra Kai dojo. The person that Johnny Lawrence fights in the semifinals of the tournament is accomplished martial artist Daryl Vidal. Vidal actually created the crane technique that was used in the finale of the film. He also served as Pat Morita's stunt double in the scene where Miyagi is seen on the beach practicing the crane. Martial artist Pat E. Johnson choreographed all of the fight scenes and also played the part of the referee in the tournament at the end. There's a song playing during the montage of the tournament called You're the Best, recorded by Joe Esposito. This song was co-written by composer Bill Conti and was originally intended to be used during the opening of Rocky III, but it was turned down in favor of Eye of the Tiger, recorded by Survivor. Survivor recorded the song The Moment of Truth, which is played during the end credits of The Karate Kid. The film had an $8 million budget and came out in the summer of 1984 and grossed $90 million, making it the biggest sleeper hit of the year. Pat Morita was nominated for a Best Supporting Actor Academy Award for his role as Mr. Miyagi. After the success of The Karate Kid, work began immediately on developing a sequel. Now, the opening scene of The Karate Kid Part 2 takes place immediately after the tournament, involving a confrontation between Mr. Miyagi and John Kreese in the parking lot. This scene was written to be the ending of the first film, but was never shot, and it was used in the beginning of Part 2. When Mr. Miyagi finds out that his father is dying, him and Daniel fly to Okinawa. The film itself was shot in Hawaii. The film introduces Tamlin Tomito as Daniel's love interest Kumiko and Yuji Orimoto as the new rival Chosen. The theme song for The Karate Kid Part 2 is Glory of Love, recorded by Peter Cetera. This song was originally written and turned down for the film Rocky IV. Glory of Love went to #1 and was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song. The Karate Kid 2 had a $13 million budget and grossed $115 million when it came out in the summer of 1986. In 1987, there was a Karate Kid video game released for the original Nintendo Entertainment System, which involved the plots of the first two films. The Karate Kid Part 3 has Daniel and Miyagi back in California. Miyagi is opening up a store for bonsai trees, and Daniel is forced into defending his title at the All Valley Under-18 Karate Tournament. For the villains of the movie, joining Martin Kove is Thomas Ian Griffin as Terry Silver. Sean Kanan beat out over 2,000 other hopefuls to win the role of karate bad boy Mike Barnes. Also joining the cast for Part 3 was Robin Lively. Karate Kid Part 3 came out in the summer of 1989 and received mixed reviews and only grossed $38 million. Both Ralph Macchio and director John G. Avildsen were disappointed in the film because they felt it was a rehash of Part 1. This would also mark the last time that Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Miyagi would appear on screen together. In the fall of 1989, there was a Karate Kid animated series that aired on Saturday mornings for 13 episodes. Columbia still felt that there was life in the Karate Kid franchise, and in 1994 released the film The Next Karate Kid, which had Mr. Miyagi training a troubled teen girl played by Hilary Swank. Hilary Swank beat out over 500 other actresses for the role of Julie Pierce. However, The Next Karate Kid received negative reviews and only grossed $8.9 million in the box office. However, this did give audiences their first glimpse of Hilary Swank, who in the next 10 years would win 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress for the films Boys Don't Cry and $1 Million Baby, where she played a boxer that was trained by Clint Eastwood. In 2010, Columbia Pictures released a remake of The Karate Kid, produced by Jerry Weintraub and Will and Jada Smith. The film centered around the character of Dre Parker, played by 12-year-old Jaden Smith. The Mr. Miyagi role was played by Jackie Chan in the role of Mr. Han. The 2010 version of The Karate Kid was filmed in Beijing, China, and it grossed $176 million, although the plot was almost identical to the first Karate Kid movie. Over the years, The Karate Kid has become a part of pop culture history. In 2004, William Zabka was nominated for an Academy Award for producing the short film Most. He also directed the music video Sweep the Leg by the group No More Kings and featured himself and several other members of the Karate Kid cast in a parody of what their lives were like after the first film. Ralph Macchio went to appear in other films such as My Cousin Vinny. He still owns the 1948 Ford Super Deluxe Club convertible that he drove in the first film. He still has the original headband, and he even named his son Daniel. Elizabeth Shue was nominated for Best Actress for the film Leaving Las Vegas and appeared on the show CSI for several seasons. William Zabka and Ralph Macchio even appeared as themselves in Barney Stinson's bachelor party episode of How I Met Your Mother. Because of the popularity of the original films and the characters, superfans and producers Josh Heald, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg approached William Zabka about bringing Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso back. The premise of Cobra Kai centered around Johnny Lawrence, down on his luck, reopening the Cobra Kai dojo and reigniting his rivalry with Daniel LaRusso. This not only brought back Zabka and Macchio to their original roles, but it also introduced a whole new generation of Karate Kids. Each season would be 10 30-minute episodes, and because it was longer than a movie, it gave producers a chance to revisit some of the characters in the original films. Daniel's mom appeared in season 1. The original Cobra Kai's appeared on an episode in season 2. And Kimiko and Chosen will be appearing in season 3, reprising their characters from the second film. The last scene of season 1 reintroduced John Kreese, played by Martin Kove, who has become a main member of the cast. Cobra Kai premiered on YouTube Premium in 2018, and the first episode of season 1 has been viewed over 90 million times. The first episode of season 2 has been viewed over 86 million times. As production was wrapping on the third season of Cobra Kai, YouTube announced that they would no longer be presenting scripted shows. A bidding war between various streaming services ensued over Cobra Kai, with the show eventually going to Netflix. When the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai premiered on Netflix in August of 2020, it was viewed over 50 million times in the first 4 weeks. The third season is debuting in January of 2021, and Netflix has already ordered a 4th season. With the success of Cobra Kai, the popularity of the Karate Kid franchise is larger than it has ever been before. Now, what I have here is my complete Karate Kid Cobra Kai collection on DVD. This Karate Kid collection came out in 2005, and it features parts 1, 2, and 3, as well as the next Karate Kid. It has a special edition of the first film with interviews that were shot before Pat Morita's passing in 2005. And then I also have the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai. Unfortunately, this was only released on DVD, but it does have a lot of bonus features about the creation of the series, screen tests, deleted scenes, bloopers, music videos, and a lot more. So that is it for our look at the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing you next time.